Well, we're back at it, noting down the time so this doesn't get too out of control. But they said the Hobcast was gone. The Hobcast is never gone. Got a bit of a little mic stand I threw together, set up. Hopefully it'll make the audio a little bit better when it's not, fluffing around in my beard and on my shirt here. But nonetheless, if this is your first time hanging out at the Hobcast, I'm sure you know how a podcast works. But really, I just find something to do, which today is going to be solving this Megaminx. And I run you through, kind of what's going on, my thoughts, whatever's going through my mind. And, I don't recommend anybody sit in front of their screen and watch this all the way through. But if you grab, lunch, grab a puzzle, grab something to do, and just hang out, throw this on in the background, that would be great for myself and great for you, I think, as well. Because I'm always looking for something to throw on in the background when I'm doing my whatever I do, and this can be that for you. So without further ado, the Megaminx is a puzzle that I've solved. I've solved many times, but by no means in a speed solving sense. I can solve it, not well. So we're going to run through that. I don't know how long it's going to take, but I've jotted down, like we did in the good old days, some notes just to keep me on track with what I want to say. And yeah, kick your feet up, sit back, relax. Happy to have you. Thanks. I'll also go through a couple of the updates and plans I have for the channel and kind of some of the things I've learned in 6 months maybe. I've been making stupid videos, and there's some people here. 250, that's some people. So again, without further ado, let's get into it, and I'll start working on this Megaminx. Probably talking while I'm doing it is going to make it extra take a long time, but that's just an excuse so that when it does take a long time, you can't blame me for it. I think kick off the commentary with what I mentioned, some of the benefits and payoffs and things I've learned from creating videos and whatnot, interacting with other people on YouTube. Just for example, one thing that I didn't realize would be so motivational, I guess is how you'd put it, is like just a little bit of interaction and positive feedback from whoever. I know I've given him a shout out before, so maybe you're familiar, maybe you're not, with Couchmaster. But I coined Couchmaster as the person who was probably like the first commenter on one of my videos that wasn't like a bot telling me to like go to some girl's OnlyFans or something like that. And Couchmaster, I don't remember what they even said. Just something about, I think, a kendama video, and it was positive enough feedback that I was like, hey, that's cool. Felt like little friendship had formed, little twinkle in my eye, and that was very motivational. More so than you could get 100 views or 1,000 views or whatever, but the comments and the interaction with people is what's really motivational. And I try to now like find a lot of smaller channels and then kind of interact with them, and because I know by leaving a comment and stuff for them, it's gonna make their day like it did for mine. Got the white face on the Megaminx. This isn't going too bad so far, actually. I was worried that this was gonna be like super hard to turn, but it's going not too bad. A couple interesting stories about interaction. So my most popular video on my channel right now is the Venator, the Lego Venator that I made out of the 501st Battle Pack, which was pretty cool. I'll give myself the pats on the back where I think I deserve them. But so yeah, the video's doing pretty well, and I got someone DM me on Instagram. The name I do not remember. I'm so sorry. You're probably not watching this anyways, but if you are, then now I'm extra sorry. Oh god, should I start over? No, we're okay. Yeah, they DM me on Instagram, and basically, long story short, even though this whole podcast is a short story long story short, he put together like this huge, still in progress, not even complete yet, this huge Venator out of like at least 15 battle packs, I'd say. and he's working on that. And like there was something just directly inspired by this little Venator project I did, which that's wild to me. And it's, again, I mean, there's only so many times you can say, like, you know, motivational, inspirational, but it's cool to see the videos actually having impacts on people. I think of it as, like, you know, when I was a loser little kid. No, not loser. I was good. I was not loser. Anyways, when I was a kid, I would watch like Eric Surf 6 and all these guys like show you how to do the magic tricks and things like that, and I would learn, you know, card tricks, pen spinning tricks, all these useless skills that you saw plugged to my last video. All those skills and things that, like, I learned on YouTube, and, you know, I became like, didn't like idolize, but it's almost like, you know, I could go to Eric Surf 6 for tricks, and it felt like, I mean, I don't know what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to say that it's interesting to know that some of the things you're putting out are having that kind of impact on somebody else, because I know what it's like to be on the receiving end of, you know, learning something from YouTube, and it's a great resource. So I really want to take my channel into the direction of course, I want to do, you know, the typical commentary, this podcast stuff, things like that, but I want to put together more how-tos, you know, whether it be the pen spin or the water drop noise. Like, come on, there's somebody out there who wants to learn that, and I would be honored to be the one to teach them. Right now, we're just ripping through beginner's method of the Megaminx. I just did a couple, like, spin while I'm trying to get my point off the top of my head, but, you know, we're making progress. I also got a DM on Instagram. Instagram's a good place to reach out. You know, if you wanna chat, I'm open. I'm all ears. Hit me up on Instagram. Link in the description. Anyways, he said something along the lines of, you know, another one of my videos was the kendama tips, and he said something along the lines of, oh, like, your kendama tips help me nail, like, this trick or whatever. And I was like, oh, that's pretty cool, man. Because, again, like, on my end, sometimes it feels like you're just making something to make it, and then somebody gets something out of it. It's pretty cool. Anyways, beating a dead horse on that topic, but it's something I want to share, because as motivational as you know, helping people and stuff is, I want to do a lot of these videos, especially these podcast style ones, to be you know, document of my life and things like that, so I can look back someday. Like, I mean, right now, yeah, I'm in university, and it's just about exam season. I hope I can get some more videos out soon, but I'm gonna have to start grinding. I mean, classes and homework are just kicking my aspirations right now, and yeah, I hope I can keep both up. But like I said, the podcast especially, I hope to be my memoir. What is a memoir? Is that like a book? I think this classifies as a memoir. If not, it does now. But yeah, I want to keep a little bit of record of, you know, what I was up to, because it'll be cool to look back in however many years and say, oh, that's back when Corona was wiping everybody out, and you were doing online school, and you just sat down when you were supposed to be doing homework and solved a puzzle, and then you put it on the internet, and some people watched it and got something out of it. That'd be pretty cool. I'm really distracting myself from doing it. Every time I do this, I say, it's probably a bad idea to do something that requires brain power when you're, like, talking the whole time, but I think we got it. I believe. But yeah, so if I sound, look, or give off some little bit of exhausted vibes, that would be the reason. Let me know. Go to the comments. Tell me how I look. Scale of 1 to 10. Be brutal. Do I look like I just woke up in a barn, or do I look like I'm about to pass all my exams? You get brownie points if it's the latter. I'm looking for a blue and pink. Oh, it's way in the back door. Way in the back door. hopefully the oh god, the crunching is bearable. Shouldn't be too bad. I got the mic pointed right in my face. But I'm also filming this like day of, so if you watch this the day it comes out, then you'll know what I was doing a couple hours prior to you watching it, which is pretty cool. Again, another factor of like the documentation of what's going on in my life. Be cool to look back on. The video posted December 4th. And no, this is where it was. This is what my room looked like. The nutcrackers and the Lego sets. All these things I just think will be cool to look back on. Taking a bit of a tangent. Once I find the red, green, and yellow piece, then we'll take a bit of a tangent. Where is that? Oh, right here. Okay. I wanted to make note of, I guess this kind of goes along with the things I've learned on YouTube, is kind of keeping focus on some of the what's more important. I know in the last podcast, which was probably like 2 months ago by now, I mentioned that I had like purged my Instagram, and by that I mean I basically all those over the years you end up just following a bunch of nonsense and people that you don't know anything about, and then you look at their pictures and like all this stuff, and then you don't even know who they are, blah blah blah. So I basically went through my Instagram account, my personal Instagram, not my Instagram associated with this channel, but anyways, went through that Instagram account and basically unfollowed all those people, cleared so much of that out, and it saved me like tons of time. And it was like this revolutionary discovery for me, like holy shamonies, I don't need to like follow and look at all this stuff that really doesn't matter, because it takes up so much of your time. And I was telling like the same thing to my girlfriend, like, oh, just you're burning so much time with things that literally don't matter at all. And I think she did a bit of the same thing and said, yeah, you're right. And hopefully anybody listening, I can save you a little bit of time by telling you looking at that stuff really just doesn't matter. It's not good for anything. Of course, if it's things you love, like your hobbies and you're like interacting with people, that's awesome. But if you're just scrolling through pictures, you don't need to do that. Something else, I'm trying to enjoy everything I do, especially my dry lips. Sorry about that. I'm trying to, find the enjoyment side of everything. Now, here's a little story. Might be, not relatable to anyone. Might be relatable to lots of people. But I'm going to tell you, because what else are you here for? The puzzle? No, you're not here for the puzzle. You're here for me. Or the puzzle. You could be here for the puzzle. That's fine. No discrimination. Whatever keeps you here. Please stay. Yeah, so the focus on what is really important. Now, this is kind of a strange example to bring up, but it is one that I find could be applied to many different things. I play a mobile game called Brawl Stars, which I'm sure some of you, if not many of you, are familiar with. Just a mobile game, run around, shoot people, blast people. This is everybody friendly. We blast, we don't shoot. Anyways, it's a mobile game, and like most mobile games, it aims to be nice and addictive, so that not only do kids get their parents' credit cards and spend lots of money on upgrades, but it keeps you playing, like keeps you there. Oops, smashed my watch, that's okay. It keeps you playing for a long period of time. Now, one of the things that many games, and Brawl Stars as well does, is it gives players like objectives, like daily objectives. And that's what keeps you coming back, I gotta do my daily quest, And it became like, so I would take time out of my day to play this game that I enjoy playing. But the time I spent playing it, I was playing as, characters I didn't want to play as. I was playing game modes that I didn't want to play as, just to finish these stupid quests that it tells me that I should do, that make me feel good because, you get a little check mark beside it when you're done. So have to do it now to get the check mark, and it makes you feel like, oh, you have to do this. You're not complete until you do this, and it sucks you in like that. And the people that make these games are great at what they do because it works. And I'm really trying now. I'm trying to do things like that, the game, like for fun. If it's time to have fun, have fun. Don't worry about getting all the quests done. Don't worry about fulfilling 100% progress. Just have a good time doing whatever you want to do. And that's pretty much where that example takes me to this point, where I'm trying to do things for fun. And I want to do that with YouTube too. The thing was, I saw how well my Lego vendor video did, and I was like, oh geez, if I want to grow the channel and people to watch and lots of views, I should do more of that. But I don't want to, especially, I'm just a wee tiny little sardine in the giant ocean that YouTube is, and I don't want to fall into that trap early. I don't want to fall into that trap ever, but especially not now when it should be like the most enjoyable time, which is why I'm doing something like this. This is for me to sit down. Hopefully, the whole reason this podcast thing even came about was because I searched the internet for, podcasts that weren't talking about something I didn't care about, and something that, it was like, sit down, chill with your homies, solve puzzles together. That's why I started this. And I'm hoping that even if there's just one person out there that watches the first 10 minutes and, they have it on while they're doing something, and they're like, oh yeah, this is a cool vibe to listen to while I'm making grilled cheese, whatever it is, that's how this came about. How far? We're about 15, oops, smashed the mic there, 15 to 20 in, making some progress on the Megaminx. I probably could have been done by now, but we'll see the progress. From the white side, we're working our way around, and then we're going to have to finish off the top. The top layer is going to be pretty tough. But like I mentioned, I wanted to use this podcast as a way to document my life, so I'm gonna bring up a couple things that are going on right now. And if you're interested, great. If you're not, keep making your grilled cheese, man. So one of the things I mentioned in a recent video, I have no idea, like it all gets just muffled in my head. I have no idea when I said what I said, or even if I said it here or on Instagram or somewhere else. But that was that I wanted to start investing my money a little bit and learning, whether it be stocks or whatever. You can see I haven't learned very much yet, but whatever it be, I wanted to, start doing that, being smart and investing my money where it is, a good idea to do so. So I did. That's the update. Well, I did. But, and it's going well. Not incredibly well. I'm not moving to California anytime soon or anything like that, but it's a bit motivating to continue seeing, like, basically here's the story. About 6 months ago, maybe along the same time that I started this channel, I was just fired up. Corona started. I'm like, I'm on my ass at home all the time. Let's do something useful. And this YouTube channel and learning to invest was two of those things that I took on. And so at that point, I wouldn't say I did no research, but I just did mild, typical learning from guys on YouTube. Oh, this is a good idea because whatever, in terms of things to invest in. And, I followed some of their advice, read a couple articles and things on my own, and I started put just a small chunk of money into this app, like a trading app that I won't bother getting into the details of. But anyways, just a small chunk of money so I could kind of play with it. And then if for some, God forbid, reason I just lost it all, it wouldn't put me on the streets or anything. So I did that. And the first little bit, it went like this. And that didn't feel too good, because you hear these stories. Oh, this kid bought $10 worth of this and now he's a millionaire. And you'd start thinking all these things are going to happen when, of course, it's not realistic. But, I guess it's good to dream big. But anyways, it didn't start off too hot or anything. But, everything goes up over time. And now, the thing was, like, about a month ago, I was probably at broken even because it had kind of up and down, and kind of sat there. So about a month ago, I was at broken even. But now, within this month, it's gone up by like 10 to 11%, which, if you need help with percentages, that's like for every $100 that you invested, now you have 10 more dollars. So if I went up 10% and I put in $100, now I have $110. Yay. So, I mean, that's better than coronavirus interest rates and things like that. So something motivating, something cool to document, and something cool for you to hear maybe. If you're waiting to make that step, I'd say take a little chunk of money that you'd be okay with losing. Not that you're going to lose it, but you need to think that way. Take a little chunk of money and start playing around with it. And you'll see, just judging by patterns and things in the past, odds are that you could come up with at least a little bit. And as long as you don't do something really stupid, maybe you'll learn even more than I did and you'll become rich. And I would love that if I motivated somebody to do something smart and they became rich off of it. And then I can give you my PayPal and you can just give me my commission, and I'll give you a shout out and a hug. That'd be good for me. We're almost through the equivalent of the first 2 layers of the puzzle here, in which case we'll get to the last layer, which is the most stinky, yucky part. Maybe we'll put a little bit more focus on the puzzle right now. Someone's got to let me know especially if you're around at this point. I mean, shout out to you. You're a real one if you're still here. Let me know, what are you doing right now? Are you making food? Are you doing a puzzle of your own? That'd be cool. If you're doing a puzzle, that's cool. So let me know. Oh, geez. I fear that I hyped up, well, I didn't really hype it up, but I mentioned a couple times that I was doing like a Q&A style video. This obviously is not that. That should be the next video that you see. When it's going to come out, I don't know. Like I said, school is just kick. Just not being super cooperative right now, but yeah, that video will come out. I hope nobody confused this for that. I mean, how could you? But that's where we're going towards in the future, near future, is that interactive style video, which I really want to do because I feel like, I mean, I've said this is beating a dead horse, but the interaction is one of the most exciting parts for me. And I want to get this is obviously sit back, relax. I want to get some more higher energy interactive content out. So that Q&A will be coming soon. If you want to drop another question, I haven't recorded it yet or anything, so you can still do that in the comments of this video. And yeah, that's near future pans. Those are the near future pans to fry your eggs in. Those are the near future plans for the channel. And then long term, like I said, I want to do a lot more how to, and then keep the interactive stuff going along with the podcast. And right now we are going to try to work on the last layer. You can see we are all the way through the Megaminx bar the last layer, which is pretty much the easiest part on a 3x3 for me, but on a Megaminx with this Patrick starfish shape, not quite as easy. So I think we're just gonna try to drill out some algorithms and see what happens. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to talk and do this at the same time. If you gotta go to the bathroom, this is a good time. No, I'll try to tell you what's going on. I think I'm just gonna try to use 3x3 algs and see if I can flip any of these pieces. Which, yeah, it does. So, I mean, eventually, if I keep slamming out this alg, it should orient all of our edges, and then we'll kind of take this like beginner's method approach to it. There we go. So there's the gray star, which is like the cross on the 3x3. And now somehow we have to get all of them on their right centers. So how can we do that? Maybe we can do like a T-perm or something. Did that do anything? Oh, that messed up something. Oh no. That's not what we wanted. That's not what we wanted at all. There's that. Okay, let's get this back to normal. And by normal, I mean the point we were just at. Okay, now we can just try to flip these edges again. If this just gets too drawn out and painful, I'll fast forward a little bit to when I get something a little more put together. Maybe we'll do that. Cue the time lapse. Ooh, just like that. I bet you've never seen a time lapse in a podcast before, but we've got our edges oriented, and now we're moving on to the corners. The least fun part, I don't know why I chose to do Megaminx. You know, it's just one of those weeks, one of those months, one of those years, to be honest. But we're pushing through. Hopefully, you're getting... Oh, smash the table. That's good. Hopefully you're getting a little kick out of this solve. And I know a lot of people wanted to see the Megaminx in like, you know, an up close, over the shoulder, white void kind of solve, but that's just so boring. I mean, to be honest, like I can't watch like long puzzle solves. Like, what are you supposed to do? I guess just watch, but I find that so boring, and that's why I kind of wanted to take on this format. You still get the Megaminx solve, you get the friendship and the bonding. I almost didn't say bonding. I almost said something that is very far, yet very close to bonding. Regardless, let's try to get these corners oriented properly. So we got 2 correct here. I think we should just be able to shift them around with this out, but I don't want to screw up I had edges in the right spot, and I don't want to screw that up. So that didn't do it. Let's just, if something doesn't work, just do it again. This is gray, orange, blue, and that's the pink and yellow. I don't think this is doing anything. Oh, don't do that, don't do that, don't do that. Wait, how did I do that? Oh, like this. And then you put that one back in, put that one back in. Did that do it? No, we're still got a couple corners not in the right spot. But it did move some around, so we should be on the right track. Hopefully we can wrap this up soon. How long we've been going? Only about 30 minutes. You guys got time. Is there anything I didn't bring up here? Realizing what's important. Purging your Instagram. As always, I say it all the time. Purge your Instagram. You don't need it. I'm wondering if you guys have any other ideas for content. I mean, I know I asked if there were any tutorials you wanted to see from that 10 skills video. And if there's anything else, if you see me do anything or show anything that you want to see more of or a tutorial of, let me know. Cause I'm down. I wanna help. I wanna help people. Right now I might need somebody to help me figure out how to finish this Megaminx so we're not here all day. That changed the wrong 2 pieces, but it did change 2 pieces, so it's better than nothing. Hopefully like I said before, over the exam period, I'm able to still put out a couple videos. I've got a couple of good like commentaries planned, you know, just some of my shower thoughts, almost, if you will, which I think would be interesting, but I don't want to leave out, like, this is one of the places that I feel like, you know, maybe I'm spreading myself too thin in terms of, like, I attract, you know, some Lego guys when I put out a Lego video. I attract some cubers when I do something like this, but I don't want to just do one thing, but then, if someone subscribed to see cubing and then they see, a kendama video or something, like, they don't give a shit about that. Like, and then it's like, I can't please everybody, and then the cubers are like, ooh, this channel's sucky. Only one cubing video a month or whatever, which, I mean, fair enough. There's people making cubing videos every day that there's no way I can keep up with them and keep a cubing audience. But I guess it's about balance, and that shift, I know I've mentioned before, the shift to when do you go from enjoying the content to enjoying the creator? Because I know people whose channel is focused on one thing specifically, but I kind of just stick around because I enjoy the person rather than specifically the content they're making. And I guess that's just a matter of time before, your fans, that sounds so stupid, your homies that watch your videos, when they kind of shift to more of like just wanting to hang out and watch whatever you're up to rather than they only want to see the thing you're doing, if that makes sense. I'm sure it makes sense. You know what I mean? Might have to run a little time lapse again to get these corners oriented because I'm struggling to keep my brain in two places at the same time. So let's see how that goes. You know what? This is the perfect opportunity to teach you a valuable lesson and send you a great message. Sometimes it's okay to fail. And by that I mean I cannot speak with a motorcycle going by. I cannot orient these corners. I swear I've done this many times in the past. I don't know if I knew something then that I don't know now. Oh boy, that's a motorcycle for sure. Or a leaf blower. Either way, like I was saying, so it's one of those years. It's one of those years, We're going to wrap it up without solving the top layer of this Megaminx. I'm going to have to go look up the algs or something. I'm so sorry to disappoint. I know you're just slamming your table. Oh, Megaminx is so easy. And to that I say, that's okay. Because I've accomplished what I wanted to accomplish, which was get this little spiel out to you and just chill. And I think we've done that. If I turn it upside down, it looks pretty solved. And now hopefully nobody's going to keep requesting Megaminx because I've exposed myself. My brain power is not quite there at the moment. Maybe we'll take it on again in the future. Maybe I'll learn how to solve it first. It's authentic. I didn't go learn how to solve this first and then say, ooh, let's see. Do I know how to solve it? I don't know. Let's see. Oh, I did it. So smart. No, we're authentic over here. And with authenticity comes embarrassment and shame and punishment. I will not allow myself to eat for the rest of the week because of this. And I hope if you agree with my choice to do that, then you stick around for I have no idea. I have no idea what I'm saying now. Maybe this is my cue to sign off, going about almost 40 minutes now. And I think I've said everything I need to say. I seriously do hope you enjoyed and got something out of this. I hope you were able to, do something alongside me. Hope your grilled cheese was good if you were that guy. And I really do encourage you to stick around because not every video is going to be a failure like this. And I hope to get a lot more interactive and fun content out. Like I said, working on that Q&A style video. Been going for a while. I'm going to go be disappointed in myself. No, I'm not. Never. No, we're positive. Good vibes. All right. That's it. All right. Goodbye.